All right. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I can also hear you. Let me just crank up the volume a little. Cool. All right. And it's recording, so yeah. How was your weekend?
Very good.
Very good. Okay. Mine was also kind of good, relaxing. So yeah. So, well, time. Now that I meditate, time passes kind of weird. It feels very strange. It feels a long time, and yeah, for some reason it's different when I was in school. So it's when I was in school, it's like time just flies by. But now it seems longer and it lingers and it, yeah, resists, I suppose. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You have the baton, I suppose. So.
All right. I shall conduct.
Yeah.
All right. So, shall we have a tactical meeting today?
Yes, please.
All right, then let's begin. Bringing up some.
Let me send you
things on my screen here.
Here. Do you need a meeting guide?
No, that's okay. I have that open.
Okay.
Just a minute. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. Oh, see here something for a governance meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of things here. Okay. All right, let's start with our tactical meeting.
Okay.
So, okay, take a look at our checklist. Okay, we still have meeting minutes. So meeting minutes for the last time.
Check.
Okay. Then, do we need any updates? Do you have any updates on metrics for this week?
Yeah, the metric still holds. It's about 6, 7, 8 months of runway. So
okay. Okay. All right. Then let's look at the projects that we have on Asana. Yeah, I have a blockchain training program. No updates on that. Any other projects from you that have updates?
Let me think. I didn't capture the making a starting point as a project. I will after this probably.
Oh, okay.
I did create a starting point. I started the starting point. So
you started the starting point. A starting point for the starting point. Okay, so is that your update on that?
Yes, that's it.
Okay. The starting point has a starting point.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so let's go ahead with our issues. We have some already captured here in the meeting minutes. So, okay. So the first one we have here is about, anasana. So true or false statement. Okay. So can you tell us about this?
Yes. This is just a part of the workflow, I suppose, and using our tools. And I was reading the Holacracy book last week, and Brian Robertson, he said that it's best practice to write projects as a true or false statement, so that that helps people know when the projects are done. So it's yeah. Because when we write our projects, it's usually a noun and description, so we don't know when that's done. So they tend to stay on the list forever, for a very long time. So if we write a true or false, then it's like it's a goal that we are working towards for the project, and we can close it once that goal is reached. So it's
okay. Yeah. So looking at the ones that we have in Asana now, like for example, we have create a starting point for our working environment. So that's not a true or false, but a true or false would be something like starting point is created.
Yeah, it's like starting point for newcomers to learn on this project is created, or one-stop shop for newcomers. One-stop starting point. I don't know how to describe. I'll add it.
Yeah.
I can add it right now. Let me just add it right now. Starting point for newcomers. Project action is created. Okay. Commerce list public, and it's I have just created that project on Asana.
Oh, I see that. Okay, yeah, it's over here.
I'll start moving. Okay. Just,
yeah. Okay, cool.
Could you change the blockchain training program to true or false statement?
Yeah. So. Okay, let's do that.
Cool. That's very clear.
Okay. All right. Okay, so
thank you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, then let's move on to okay, so we have went to an event in Shanghai featuring melonport, gnosis, aragon maker, and DAI stablecoin.
Can you tell us about this? So, yeah, I just dropped in an event yesterday evening. So I worked with melonport last year for their token launch, and also gnosis. I talked to them, and it was interesting to see their. I think they're becoming again very active again. So it's good. It's a good thing, and I feel like there are a lot of young people or young talents that are getting into this space. So it was great. I feel the energy, it's a very vibrant, dormant energy that's waiting to kind of grow into like something substantial. I feel when I went to the event yesterday, it was raining very hard yesterday, and it surprised me that a lot of people showed up, and those teams, they came from Europe and America to Shanghai and gave their presentation. It was pretty good. So yeah. So melonport, I think that's a project for fund managers. Basically, they're assuming that people would want to invest in blockchain, and there are fund managers that know which projects are good and stuff, and they are building a open source platform where retail investors, they can pick their fund managers to kind of grow their asset value. And gnosis is a prediction market, so it's like a gambling system, I suppose. Aragon, it's a decentralized autonomous organization. It's like the DAO. So yeah, Maker and DAI, it's a stable coin, so it kind of evens out the market fluctuations for digital assets and help people to kind of use digital tokens as hello, check. It says internet connection and stable. Hello, testing. I cannot see you moving. So please, 1 second. Let me reconnect to my VPN. Smart location. Let's see, Los Angeles 3.
You're not moving.
Hello, testing. Oh, I think we are back. Cool.
Okay, you're moving very quickly, but
okay.
No sound.
Maybe we have
but you're not moving.
Okay. Okay. I just changed my VPN connection to Los Angeles 3. Hold on a second. Let me try Hong Kong.
Okay.
Hong Kong. Hello. Test. 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. I can see you moving. So I'll bite a little bit lag.
Good.
Okay. I think it's a bit laggy. Okay. Yeah, it's laggy. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, you're a little bit.
Okay, now it's slightly better
as well.
Okay. Okay. Now it's better. Kind of better. Yeah, now it's better.
So I was just looking up some of these companies.
Okay, our signal is kind of dropping. Okay, can you hear me? Okay, it says my network bandwidth is low. I have to try something else.
I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me.
Okay.
Let me turn off my video, perhaps.
I can hear you.
Okay. How about this?
Okay.
My,
yes,
sound?
it's just. Yeah, I think it's okay.
Okay, I'll stop your video as well.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So yeah. Okay. And yeah. So basically, yeah, that's it. That's my update. Just want to mention it. So I feel like this is kind of moving forward quite a lot. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So these different companies, I was just looking at Melon here. Yeah. It's interesting. So it looks like they started only 2 years ago.
Yeah.
2016.
Yeah.
So, did you see any particular opportunities with these different companies?
You mean for action?
These 4 or 5 companies? Yeah.
I don't see it that much because like they are like melonport, gnosis, aragon, their platform is based on Ethereum addresses, so it's not, people don't really need have to have an identity. So it's like action is built for, or building action for, it's like an open identity, but also on the other side, it's like we don't have to have open identity. People should be able to hide their identity on blockchain too. So it's like providing both sides, and we are at this moment we're just dealing with like the open identity. So I don't think so. But yeah, it could be that.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be. Maybe some devs will be interested in action. I don't know. But it's just a gradual process of getting acquainted with each other. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let me see what's next here. Okay. Okay. So also we have drep.org. So can you tell us about that?
Yeah. So a friend of mine told me about drep.org, and I also checked it out, and I think it's a Singapore blockchain startup. They are also building a reputation system. So but it's interesting, like a lot of projects, they are building reputation system, but they're all reputation systems. So it's yeah, it's still different than what we are doing. So just want to mention that.
Okay. Decentralized reputation, the ultimate solution to unleash reputation value in interconnected ecosystem of internet platforms.
Yeah. It's an algorithm. They have their own algorithm, so people can make all sorts of algorithms. But and action is basically the base data level. So ideally, people can use the action data and to plug into their algorithm and figure something out. So we are not dealing with the algorithm, but rather just the base data level. So
okay,
so that's the difference.
Yeah, I don't quite. DREP enables internet platforms to quantify, monetize, and share reputation value.
Yeah. Let me quickly connect to another VPN location. Maybe that will improve our sound quality. I'll be back.
Okay. All right.
Hello, testing.
Yes, I can hear you.
Cool, I can also hear you.
Okay, good. Okay, yeah, that looks interesting. I'm not sure. DREP, I'm not sure what they do, but it looks like they're also quite early stage.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. All right, and we have an update here from Singularity TV. So how about this?
Yeah, so Ari wrote me back, and I resisted my urge to write him back because I feel like, yeah, I feel like we should wait a little bit longer. I think we are halfway before we master our governance and develop our workflow. And ideally, because I feel like I want to save them time, and when I talk to other people, it's like if we could refresh the website, or maybe finish the starting point, slightly update the website, and we can just I'll write them back and say, hey, here's what we have done, and we can just show them our Glassfrog and maybe all the other tools and that we have. Actually, these video recordings, they are really helpful because people can just check them out and see how we are doing. And basically, yeah. So if we talk to Singular DTV, it could be that they will be investing in us and also using the product. So it's I want to make sure it's good when we get back to them. So yeah.
Okay. So what stage are they at in this process? Like, are they anxious to get started? Are they kind of just exploring, or?
I think it's because I worked with them before, and I kind of left because I felt really need to carry this action project forward. And so I think right now we're just kind of, because it's still building a long-term relationship. I think it's still at a very early stage. So yeah. They know me very well, and I also know them very well. So it's kind of like, friend thing, maybe. So, and when we get our friends to get involved, I want to make sure that it's something good that they are getting themselves into. So yeah. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how are they doing? Is there do they have I don't know what's their stage of their own project, like Singular DTV? Is it something that has a lot of users now, or are they still developing it? Or what is their stage?
Last time I checked, so they have their website. It's, I think, singulardtv.com, and they have, I'm not sure whether they have rolled out their main application yet, but they did have, so they started 2 years ago, and they have been developing like crazy, I feel. So they have their portal for artists to crowdfund on blockchain. And they also built a decentralized exchange called SingularX. So so when artists publish their tokens, they can exchange their tokens against other tokens on their decentralized exchange. And I think they're rolling out their decentralized like YouTube portal or decentralized viewing portal. It's called Ether Vision. And they do have some signed like artists. One of them is, the most famous is Grammatic.
Okay.
Grammatic. Have you heard of Grammatic?
I was just looking at their website now, so I see him here.
Okay, yeah. So
it's first crypto artist.
Yeah. And yeah, and they may still have the Chinese two of Chinese filmmakers. So yeah, I brought them on board Singular TV. So I don't know how they're doing right now, but they're maybe making their films right now. And I feel, just my own feeling, that I think Singular DTV also need more users. They're contacting artists, and yeah, like for every platform they need users. So I think that's what they will need, and it could be a mutually beneficial thing that we work together, because Axiom is like a really simple application that normal users can use, and Singular DTV is something more developed. And if we could embed Axiom into Singular DTV, that would be good. But it's that may take some time. It's yeah. But for decentralized YouTube like this, they will also need a different reputation system, and there are many reputation systems out there. I just feel like Axiom is built for a platform like this, and you can talk to other platforms. So it would be good.
Okay. So how would they use Axiom?
Yeah. So if someone likes a video, likes a film on their platform, they will likely upvote the film. And when they do that, they have the option to see all the crews that have contributed to making the film, and they can pick. Oh, I really like maybe the visual in that film, or really like this actor. So he can like see all the contributors for that film, and then select the person he wants to upvote. That's one way to do it. Or he can just upvote the film, and his action will get distributed towards the crew members. So that's another way that I see how it may work. And so, I mean, for the platform, they can use the action score to like rank what people are really interested in. You know, there are many, because when we go to a video website, or when we go to Taobao to buy stuff, there are only so many ways to sort articles or sort objects. And with action there, it just offers a better way to sort films. For example, we could sort the films based on how many total actions they receive, or we can sort the films based on how many, like what's the main character, how many actions the main character receive, and all these kind of different sorting algorithms to pick the film that we think we like most. You know, it's just data, and they can use this data and to help their audience navigate better. So it just one way, I suppose. So yeah.
Now that makes me think of something, because one of the things I was thinking about earlier with Axiom was that Axiom is only positive. There's no negative Axiom.
Yeah.
But one of the things that people like about rating videos is that they can rate the videos that they like, and they can also rate the videos that they don't like. So, or with movies, people will go and see a movie maybe in the theater, and then they will come back and they will go on IMDb and say, I'm going to give that movie 1 star because I walked out after 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's this is an interesting point. A friend of mine, he's an investor. Like, so we were talking about the rules of action, and before we talked there, I was thinking maybe we should make a negative action vote. And then he said, you know, one technical challenge is that if we have negative votes, then the problem of bots, it amplifies the bots' power. So people would just make fake accounts and they can downvote the heck out of stuff. So that's one thing. It's just one thing. And another is that action is not strictly speaking an upvote or downvote system. It's a value system. It's how we value stuff around this. And just like we can't give negative money to people, we can't say, hey, I'm handing out negative $10 to make you poorer.
You owe me.
You found it. Yeah. Yeah, we can't really give negative like action, because action represents value, right? So we can't really downvote stuff. But what we can do is we can upvote the negative comments, right? So if we resonate with negative comments, then yeah, they get upvoted. So it's, you know, it's like that. And so I suppose, yeah, that's the reason.
Okay. Yeah. Now that's another interesting issue. How does this relate to comments? How would the upvotes and the comment system be integrated? That's a kind of a technical question.
Yeah. So comments, that's interesting, because, you know, I was thinking, you know, if we could send someone action and we can write a message saying, oh, I really appreciate your doing something for me, you know, that would be great. But on the other side, it just complicates things a whole lot, because comments, if we have to incorporate comments, we have to think about censorship, you know, all that kind of stuff. So it's just a pain in the butt at the beginning. So it's like, how about just let someone else deal with the comments? Because, you know, Facebook, they already have a lot of the messaging. It came with the internet, right? So internet made communication really easy, and the messaging is part of it, like sending messages. But actually, it's like, blockchain is, I suppose, some smart guy will yeah, it's like social media that they are building all the platform just for people to talk to each other and leave other comments. It could be that, you know, we make action and build a identity service, action identity, and then other modules, they can tag or peg into the identity module. And when we send action, the third party can provide the messaging service. And it's just so messy that I didn't know how to solve that problem, or we have the resource at the beginning. So it's, I think
people want to be able to talk to each other. So that's an interesting issue.
Yeah, it is. So it's you know, it's feel like if we build a messaging service on action, I think other people can build it better, and so it's really about our competitive advantage, what we are really super duper good at. And if we build messaging, then I feel like we can't be the best at messaging services. So it's easier to just focus on one thing and make it super duper good. Yeah. So it's like the strategy. It's we have limited resource. What can we be the best of in the world? And I feel like or value system coupled with the identity service, and if we can make that work, that's pretty much the 80% of the stuff. And you know, messaging is nice to have, but it's not a must-have. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think it can certainly be built on top.
Be built on. Yeah, exactly. So maybe later when we put back the stuff, add a layer or something.
Yeah. So if Singular DTV is integrating this, I think they would probably also have their own accounts for users on their system. So I don't know how that works, but how would we handle that?
Yeah, it's that's interesting, because accounts, like right now, all the platforms, they have their own KYC, so know your customers thing.
Yeah.
And you know, it's right now MetaMask is really hot because people use MetaMask to access DApps, decentralized applications. But you know, MetaMask is just an Ethereum address, so but action really requires that it really needs a person as its core identity. So it could be that we just peg to MetaMask and add a set of features to make sure that a person is really a person. Yeah, there's so many ways to solve this problem. But in the end, I feel like it could be that action becomes the evil kind of identity service provider on decentralized network. You know, that would be.
We are re-centralizing the decentralized.
Yeah, I don't know. It's because with decentralization, people are automatically assuming with decentralization, we should be anonymous. Like if we stay anonymous, then it's totally decentralized. But if we know each other, then the best way to solve the problem is to have a service that's transparent. So even though it's the best service, it's the single service, but if it's transparent and it makes rules that everyone can see and kind of people can influence, then it's okay. It's like in the future, fewer and fewer people have to work because we only need to have one or two, like very few people designing the stuff. And if it's transparent, then it's okay. That people know it's okay. So it's, you know, with money, that's kind of difficult because money, the game is, we have to like be the best fish in the pond, and we also need to make sure other people don't kind of can't compete with us. But with action, it's like building it's eating its own dog shit, or I don't know the expression. It's
dog food.
Dog food, yeah, dog food. Because we'll create a different way to assess value. So that's why, you know, if we build action, it's okay. If people don't like us, they will not upvote us. And if we do a good job, it's okay to be the best service provider. And people will upvote. And if we fail to do that, because it's open source, some other people, smart kids, will just take over and come up with another solution. So, yeah, and also like decentralization and centralization, these two concepts, they actually, I feel like they just interplay throughout history. So if it's too centralized, it becomes decentralized. If it's too decentralized, will become more centralized. And centralization, decentralizing, they actually coexist. So one of the reasons I feel like people are super hyped about decentralization is because they haven't heard the word decentralization for a long time, and it's a new concept. But if we keep working in this space and everything is super decentralized, then people will say, oh God, I really miss centralization because it's so much easier, it saves so much time, it's so much more convenient. Let's get back to centralization. So it's two forces that's intertwined with each other. Yeah, that's how I see it, I suppose. So, yeah.
Yes, sounds like some Chinese history.
Yeah. It's 合久必分，分久必合。
Yeah.
Can you see my video? It's.
I can see you. Yeah. I can't.
Ask to start video. Okay. Let's try video again. Maybe the signal is better. It's. Cool. Got back.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. Well, as the secretary, I totally forgot to capture what I said. It's okay. We have the video. It's a super good idea to record these meetings. So.
All right. Okay, so yes, so Arya from Singular DTV replied. So yeah, so we should get back to them. So
you think so? Okay.
Yeah. So what do you think? Well, when we get back to them, I mean, once we refresh the website, maybe you want to just send them a note, say this is what we've been doing, and have them sort of like just give them an update.
Yeah, I'll update them, and ideally, our pictures should be on the website, so the project is no longer run by a single person. So it helps, It's two people is better marketing than one person. So yeah, I tell them so. That way they can see progress, and at the same time, I'll gently ask, would you like to support us to hire another person to join us? And what do you think about using this action upvote system for Singular TV in the future? So
Okay, yeah, that'll be good. That'll give us some very good, useful feedback on what they would need, and it will give us something we can use to see. See how much of a need we're solving.
Yeah.
How far we have to go. All right. So I see here you'll be gone between 26th of April and May 2nd.
Yeah.
So when is that? Okay, this is already the 23rd. So.
Oh, so that means we'll have another meeting tomorrow. And we don't have any meeting for the rest of the week. And next week, we'll have a meeting on your Wednesday evening.
Okay, that will be your morning of the 3rd.
That's,
okay.
Yeah. I'll let me just update calendars to send you the invite. Delete this event and send. You'll receive 5 email messages canceling meetings. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Okay.
You want to keep working, right? Despite I'm gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So I have one thing here. Which I will add, even though I'm not the secretary. But so yeah, just info about the what am I trying to say? The website. So you can let me know what like everything you have about the website, like how it's hosted or
yeah, that's right. Okay, so the website is hosted. Bluehost hosts it, and I have the password.
Okay.
So it's
Bluehost.
And this thing, I need to send you the password. There's this tool called LastPass, or do you have a preferred way to send password over internet? I don't know how it works.
That's a good question. I guess depending on the service, like you could either I don't know how Bluehost works. Like sometimes I can set up an account on that service, and then you can like add me onto the account that you already have.
Okay.
Or you can just send me if it doesn't make it easy for us to do that, then you can just send me the password for the account that you already have.
Okay.
And then
okay.
You can send like I don't know, you can send like a PGP encrypted message if you want to do that, or you can send like
okay, I think so. I will check out how it works with Bluehost. I will set you up like an admin account, and also let me just capture that on the center. Send Yoda website admin account, and also yeah, that's sent to me. Okay, I'll look into this, and also website currently I used what's it called, WordPress to make the website, but I dislike WordPress, so you can do whatever with it. So you can.
Everyone dislikes WordPress, but many people use it.
Yeah, it's your domain, so I'll just make a website. I'll just back up what's currently on the website, which is minimal, which is almost nothing. So you can do it. It's your domain. So yeah. However you want to design it. Until we modify the rule. So of course I'll tell you what I think, but that's just these will be suggestions for Yoda.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that will be fun.
Yeah.
So so when you get me that, I'll probably get started on that while you're away.
Yeah. Cool. Oh yeah, I'm just adding another agenda item on here.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so we do have another agenda item. So the starting point. Okay, so what do you want to say about the starting point?
Let me send you the link here. So see if you can find the starting point. This is a root directory. If you can find it, it's a good starting point.
Okay, here we are. Google Drive. Start here. I can see that. I hope that's it. We hope we're building a utopia.
We should put it on the website. I know, just a suggestion.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you have envisioned, or I built it because it's the first thing people will see. So without knowing anything about project, so it's like a guide and also a place to tell people where to go for the tools in the same place. So it's very long than if I just build it as a tool list. So.
Yeah, this looks good.
Okay.
If you're correct, we will get drunk, pack up, and move on to the next project.
Yep, move on to the next project. No.
Yeah, this looks good. We got links to Glass Frog here. Yeah, it looks good.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yeah, so that's a good starting point for the starting point. So I'm glad to see that.
Good starting point for starting point. All right.
All right. So let me go back to our minutes. So yeah. Okay. So I think that's it for our action items. So closing thoughts.
I like the facilitator. The facilitation was very good.
Well. Yes, I feel so. Very smooth. Very smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is good. So yeah, I think we're making good progress. So tomorrow will be our last meeting for a week or so. So when are you? Where are you going? Is that?
I'm going to the Grid province. Let me Google that. There is a festival, and during the festival, because they have political minorities. They live in that province, and they have this festival because it's a matriarch society. So women they dress up with silver things, and it's just beautiful. And also I don't know whether I should say it here, but basically I really like these stuff. So. Let me send you the link. It's a map, Google map. Hello, testing. I think our signal just degraded, and I'll stop my video.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay. All right, let me send you the Google map link. It's here, so it's this province. Yeah. So I haven't traveled that much within China, so I think I need to start traveling before the project gets really busy. So no time more for travel. So yeah, it's good to see the Jiangshan Dahaoshan. It's yeah, just to see the good Chinese scenery, I suppose. We Chinese, we are very proud of our landscapes. So.
Yeah, there are some pictures here look quite beautiful. So
yeah,
a lot of terraced. I don't know if it's rice or tea that I'm looking at here, but some terraced plantations. Quite beautiful. All right. So
can we have a really short governance meeting just to resolve that?
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
Let me switch. Where is that? Ah, yes. Okay. Okay. So we have tension. Yoda contains no compiling blockchain training document. Implicit expectation. Okay. Okay. So, all right. So this is your proposal.
Yeah. Here. If you need a meeting guide, here it is. So.
Okay. Let me. Hang on a moment. Okay. Do you want to go to Glassfrog and open a governance meeting?
Yeah. Okay. I'm doing.
But I think we can do this quickly there.
Open governance meeting. Yeah, I have opened the governance meeting.
Okay. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so okay, so your proposal was. Can you tell us what your proposal was?
Yes. So my intention is that the Yoda is currently compiling blockchain training material, and it's not specified in his role description. So according to Holacracy, the role shouldn't be doing that. So that's why it's an implicit expectation. So that's why it's good to add it to the role so that we know that it's something that he's doing, the Yoda is doing. Yeah. So that my proposal is that we just add the blockchain training curriculum domain to the Yoda role. So that Yoda is in charge of the blockchain training curriculum. And
okay.
also as
sorry, go ahead.
Accountability is, so the ongoing accountability is compiling and maintaining the blockchain training material. That's my proposal.
Okay. So can we see what the Yoda role says now?
Yeah. Yeah. Let me send you the link to our Glassfrog.
Oh, here it is.
And it's here.
Okay, so we have the purpose and the domains and the accountabilities. And okay, so your proposal was to add an accountability, is that right?
An accountability and a domain.
And a domain, okay. So the accountabilities we have right now, we have researching and keeping track of the current crypto identity projects,
yep.
Devising the best approach to fit Axiom into the existing solution space, the website,
yep.
the tech platform,
yep.
and recruiting, hiring, and training Axiom software talent.
Yep.
So I think probably this falls already kind of in that recruiting, hiring, and training Axiom software talent.
Could you process our attention as the facilitator, please?
Yeah. Okay, let me switch back. Okay, so I have a proposal here, which is to add both the domain, blockchain training curriculum, and also an accountability compiling and maintaining blockchain training material to the Audible.
Let me send you the guide. The guide may help you later. Just so it's for a governance meeting.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's ask. So that's the proposal. Let me ask if there are any responses to this. So yeah. So my response is just that I'm not sure if this is already part of the role or not. So but it should be. So I think that's my response. So I have too many windows. All right. So let's see. As the secretary, maybe you can. I think I just asked you this, but I'll ask you again. What is the current because I can't seem to find it here myself.
You mean
the current domains and accountabilities of the Yoda role?
Yeah. So the current domains are the first one is determination of. I want to change something about determination, but that will be another proposal. So the first one is determination of software quality. Second one is measurement of software team happiness. And third one is technical strategy. Fourth one is technical team. The fifth one is website. These are the domains. And the accountabilities are researching and keeping track of the current crypto identity projects. Second, devising the best approach to fit action into the existing solution space. Third, implementing the website. Fourth, building actions tech platform. Fifth, recruiting, hiring, and training action software talent. Sixth, maintaining software code quality and team happiness.
Okay. All right.
Do you need the role description? I can send it to you.
I found it here in Glassfrog now. Okay, so would you say, let me look again at your proposal.
Okay, it's recording. This will save our conversation on my local hard disk. And later on, I'll upload this onto YouTube. I'd like to have a channel so people can watch these videos and have a good laugh. So. The meeting. So in order to record what we did, we really have to, I have to be, because I'm the secretary, I'll have to be really consistent in taking meeting minutes. So I will just as the secretary. Yep. And yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so
sorry,
Okay, so
ideally we'll have a website.
Okay.
That's just one of the things that I imagine. It depends on what future roles we have for this. But we have a website, and then we put all the information of what has happened onto the website. So if people are interested in the project, they can just read about it. And if they decide to join, they just see all the organizational structure, see where I fit in, they can work. That takes everyone's time. That's the idea.
Yes, I like that. Yeah.
I like that. Oh, cool.
Okay. Okay. So we're having a governance meeting today, or this is freestyle meeting?
Actually, if it's freestyle, I just you go with the freestyle.
Okay. Is your
so you really need
is your
I talk really concatenate.
structure.
I do have a smoother talk.
Okay, yeah, no, I just confirming. So, okay, so we'll have a freestyle meeting today, and then tomorrow. Let's see, what do you want to do? Because normally today would be a normal meeting, but we swapped it. So yeah, so freestyle meeting today, and then what? Freestyle meeting again tomorrow, and then Friday.
Oh no, we swap with what they do in China. They swap those holidays so people don't.
Do you need help with the facilitation? No.
Well, shall we go back to the processing our proposal here?
Okay.
Minutes. Okay. All right. So I have a bunch of things to just to bring up. Okay. That was mostly these are just random ideas. It's quite surreal. So one of the things is the importance of telling a story. So
meeting with your meeting.
It's probably more important for us because we're doing something a little bit different from a typical business. So if you have
wait, that's me or is on your computer? I think maybe your computer.
Very complicated story, unless it's like
here we're hearing. I think we're hearing me speaking from what was recorded before.
Oh,
Did you hear that?
Yes.
Kind of say, hey, I'm opening.
Did you want to see the video? Or?
Oh, okay.
I'm lost. So.
Vegetables that you buy at the market in the morning.
Can you pause the other meeting?
That's interesting. I don't think I started the other meeting. I thought you are watching it.
So
no,
you're not watching it. Okay. Okay, let me figure this out.
Right at that level.
That's strange.
Oh, am I doing it?
I think you are doing it.
That was coming from YouTube.
Yeah, I don't have YouTube open.
Okay, yeah, I had a YouTube tab open. I thought that you were doing that.
Oh, okay. Okay. That explains it. Okay. I thought you were watching the video to see how governance meeting goes, but okay.
No, I didn't know that I was doing it, but I was looking for something else and I had that YouTube tab open, and then it started playing by itself. So.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then you were waiting for me, and I was waiting for you. So it's like,
yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's get back to it then.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. So I was responding to this. So yeah. So my response was just. I think the proposal. I think the accountability is already kind of included in kind of like recruiting, hiring, and training. But maybe we can add something to like preparing training material as well. But the domain, I think, is not included. So maybe we need to add something here, like, what did you say? Yeah, blockchain training curriculum, or maybe just training curriculum in general. Technical training curriculum. Maybe we could add that to the domains of the Yoda role. So that's my response. Okay, so
Okay, so do you want to modify the proposal?
So you okay? So now it's a facilitator. Okay, no, it's a thing. Wait, did you say so? Wait, let me check. Reaction around each person who speaks in turn. Anything you want to add, say, or change? Oh yeah, I just want to say that we currently have the recruiting, hiring, and training action software talent, but that when I read it, I thought it's more the active going out and talk to people part. So the designing the material is implicit. That's why. So I want to add that accountability. So it's no longer implicit. It's explicit. So because like in holacracy, if we only need to do the things that's explicitly stated in our roles. Everything else we don't have to do then. It's outside our duties. So that's why it's best to edit.
Okay, yeah, okay, all right. Okay, so all right, then I think there are no objections. So so let's do it.
Okay, cool. I'll update Glassfrog after.
Okay. All right, and oops, oh dear. And where's the meeting minutes? Here's the meeting minute. Okay.
Yep, it's updated.
Okay, okay, great. All right, so your video seems to have frozen again, but that's okay. So, okay, so I think that's it then for our governance meeting.
Yep, okay.
Okay.
Sounds
right,
good.
So we'll see you tomorrow then.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.